Alright, got another stovetop review. This time, I've got Hockley Black and Tan, Day Follows Night. Proudly craft brew in Ontario, Canada. This is Oakville, Ontario. Never seen this brand before. I've heard about it. I can't get this here. I actually found this on a trip to Nova Scotia the last 2 weeks ago. Typically a black and tan is poured a certain way. It's lager or lighter beer on the bottom, and if you take a stout, pour it over a spoon or very gently, the differences in the gravities of the beers will form layers, so that you can actually have like a tan layer and a black layer for the black and tan effect. Basically, it's just a normal lager as well as a stout, or any kind of darker kind of beer, I guess. In this situation, obviously, the beer is mixed together. I mean, you can't buy it from the store that's half light ale, half dark ale up here, whatever. Unfortunately, it's all mixed together. I realize that's kind of stupid, I'm sorry. In this situation, though, might as well crack it open, give it a try. Never had a black and tan before, but I've heard much about them and really would love to try one. So we get that there. Appearances. Looks like a porter. It's dark. Noticeable ruby red tinge to it. The head almost has like a creamy brown, almost like a pink or orange hue to it. Maybe that's just the lighting in here. But it started off with about half finger a head. It's probably just died now. Ooh, some really nice lacing on the sides. Looks like it's a very creamy kind of beer. Give it a sniff. Get that mild espresso, like a mild espresso, and it smells kind of like a stout. It's you can definitely smell the malts on that one, but the smell isn't very strong. I've had many stouts before where the smell is very noticeable. Almost no trace of hops to the smell. No apparent grassy note. It smells mainly like the espresso caramel notes coming out of it. Doesn't smell too bad. Doesn't smell offensive. It smells actually kind of good. Let's give it a shot. It's not bad. You get a bitterness on the tongue. Fades away into almost like a chocolatey espresso type taste. It tastes kind of like a stout, really. I mean, it's tastes pretty good. Very mild bitterness. You really notice the espresso notes, but it's a very it's a lighter beer though. It's kind of like, it's not as heavy, doesn't have as much body to it as a stout would. Like a stout would fill your mouth. You'd almost feel it going down your throat, but yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, it's got a nice espresso taste, bitterness. The addition of hops, or sorry, the addition of the lighter beer component to the beer tastes kind of like It makes it almost similar to watery. It's a very light beer in comparison to like a true stout, but I imagine that's partly the point with this. Yeah, it's pretty good. It looks good. Smells, you don't really notice much in the smell other than trace aromas. The taste is pretty decent. I will give it that. But as far as the mouthfeel goes, you definitely notice that it's a much lighter, less substantial beer. Um, all in all, I do like it. It's something I would recommend. Um, I mean, I've had better beers before. Being the first black and tan I've ever tried, I gotta say that it is decent. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna have to give this one about a 3.5 out of 5. Pretty good. If you can find it, pick it up.